Brave new world of clean. Well, one thing's for sure, the guys who started Airsign are brave. And I'm just going to throw the disclosure out here right away. They sent this to me and I had a conversation with them, which is not something I usually do. But I think their backstory is relevant if you're looking at this product. So these guys were a couple of Dyson end users / engineers who got frustrated and decided to start their own vacuum company. And that is a brave thing to do, especially to launch your first product as a bagged straight suction canister. That takes cojones. So hats off to them. I have no idea what's going to be in this box from here. The reason this box looks so plain is these guys are kind of fanatical about the environment. So there's a lot of things like that going on with their products, including recycled material. Ooh. Right away when I open this up, we got a bit of Chinesium. Smell, Airsign. Let's see what's in the box. I'm curious what this could be. Is this the manual? Let's take a look. This is certainly different. Oh, we got... All right, that's the manual. They gave us spare bags, so that's nice. These are... Yep, they're just micro-lined bags. And I swear I've seen this fitting somewhere, but I can't quite place it at the minute. If I figure out what fitting this is, I will include that in text in this video. So let's take a look at the manual. The next generation of clean, and of course they have a QR code. I really like that. I'm starting to see QR codes really pop up everywhere in the vacuum industry. Safety instructions, blank, what's in the box. Everything looks basic and pretty straightforward in this manual, and that's what you get there. All right, okay, right away we're greeted with the hose handle, which is got a suction relief valve there. It's very long, and you'll see a lot of companies do this long hose handle. This is to make the wand smaller, so the box can be smaller. You can fit more pallets in a crate, which means a little bit easier on the environment in terms of shipping. Also brings the cost of the product down. So the wand, it looks like everything in here, floor head, hose, very well labeled. A little bit small crevice tool. Dusting brush is a little stiff, but it's not the stiffest I've seen. And then this is, looks like a Eureka tool holder, except it only holds 2 tools. So my question is, will there be an upholstery tool in here? Then the machine, which is it's in a canvas bag. That's an interesting choice, guys. All right, and that's it. A little side note for those who care, all the packing material appears to be biodegradable and a lot easier on the environment than a lot of other products. You notice there's no styrofoam or plastic bags. Well, that's everything you get in the box, and you'll notice everything is well labeled. Let's see what they sent us. I'm very curious what's in here. Ooh. This floor tool has to weigh like 1.5 pounds. Are there lead weights in here? I'm not, this thing is super heavy. It feels pretty solid too. The wheels are soft rubber coated. There is a metal axle. Looks like we have a parking position here. And these nylon brushes are much softer than we usually see in the vessel work. So I'm very curious to see how that does. Now, of course, you can't have a floor tool without a wand. Ooh, the wand is aluminum. I like aluminum wands. For those who don't know, my daily driver on my central vacuum has aluminum wands. I really think that adds a nice touch. Though the lightweight aluminum wand with the heavy floor head is an interesting touch. And then, again, you can see all that attaches like so. Then the hose. I'm curious what the material is of the hose. Yep. The hose is stiff. That fitting sure looks familiar. Let's take a look at the actual canister itself now. Again, they put it in this canvas bag. I guess you can then use that bag when you go to the grocery store or something. It's really interesting. I guess you can put your accessories in there. I mean, you'll find a use for that. And then, of course, you have the styrofoam plastic there. Now, supposedly, the plastic on this vacuum is made out of recycled material. Oh, I don't know if I caught that on camera. You can see the, yeah, it looks like the cord rewind button got dislocated in shipping. We got a other button there, one there. It looks like we got a bag check indicator. I'm digging the shape of this thing. This really gives me Hoover Dimension vibes, except it's much, much smaller. Then on the back here, okay, that's an interesting. They have a very small HEPA filter. I wonder how often that will need to be changed. HEPA filter just has black on one side, and probably it's supposed to be some sort of active charcoal. You can see the motor deadening, and then there's a gasket around there. So that's kind of cool, those tabs. That's interesting. We got the cord there, and on the bottom, Airsign, and it's a 1200 watt canister. I'm sure some people in Europe are going to be flipping their stuff over that. In here, that's kind of a nice detent. All right, and then the bag, and the idea with these bags, they will self-seal. We have a oh, that's cool. We have a suction relief valve right here as well, kind of like the old Panasonics used to have. Really small pre-motor filter. I'm gonna move the light. I don't know if y'all can see that, but really small pre-motor filter on there. And the canister has a really funky off-gassy smell to it. I do not complain about this often, but it does have a... You know, have you ever had a Rubbermaid storage container? That's what it smells like.
I just want to mention 48 hours later, that off-gassing smell did go away. So in case you're wondering how long that takes.
That's interesting. And then we have a piece of aluminum for the carry handle. I guess that's not going to break off. And double casters. All right, so the basic bottom of this is a Henry with those. I'm sure they're not going to like me saying that, but that's basically what it is. And that really thick rubber on the wheels. Well, we can plug in the hose now. Now, I wish there was a parking space in the back like there is on a lot of vacuums. This only seems to have the parking space here, which is the more used of the two parking spaces, so I guess I can understand that design choice. But a second parking space would be nice. And then this is just going to clip. Let me make sure I get that in frame. That's just going to clip in there. And you have a 360-degree swivel here, here, and here. So that triple swivel ought to keep that hose out of your way when we're using it. So we've switched to the studio microphone. The Airsign has 3 speeds, so let's go ahead and turn it on. At the high, medium, and it's low.
The machine tested at about 50 inches of working vacuum and about 90 inches of sealed vacuum. However, the relief valve does get triggered.
50 inches of working vacuum, that is a respectable number. All right, folks, we're going to do a pickup test here. We got breakfast cereal, cat litter, sand, and fresh pet hair. Let's see how the Airsign does. We're going to use it on its highest setting. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind, this does not have a rotating brush. This is straight suction. Did did remarkably good on the pet hair. It did snowplow a little bit of it off camera and a little bit of the Rice Krispies, but that's kind of to be expected. The cat litter is all gone. The breakfast cereal, except for what was snowplowed, is gone. You can see a little bit of sand, but not much. This would definitely pass a CRI cleaning test. When it picks up this sand, that's kind of what they're used to seeing. It does very well. Let's see how this thing does on hard floor. Once again, we have breakfast cereal, cat litter, sand, and fresh pet hair. That did really well. It did snowplow one piece of breakfast cereal, but that did really well. So I think if you had hard floors and area rugs, you might be satisfied with the cleaning ability just looking at these first results. Again, this is not a review. This is just an unboxing and a first look at a really strange new vacuum. So hopefully this has helped you decide whether or not you want this, or at least what this is. Give this video a thumbs up. That really helps us out. Check out a link in the description if you're looking to get one of these or just want to know more about the company. I'll put that down there. And again, big thanks to Airsign for sending their product to a very critical reviewer.
Make sure you hit that bell notification and have yourself a great day.